Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 19 of FTB Interactions, where today I promised to do some changes. And guess what I found in my bin over here? I found a couple enriched alloys hanging out in this chest here. So that was cool. I'm all about that. We're gonna upgrade some advanced mechanical pipes and relocate things and conserve ourselves a few resources. These blue steel cables are not like what I would call horrible, but also not what I would call cheap. So I wanted to kind of rearrange things today. As a reminder, the config option is set such that you can break those machines, no problem. So yeah, just as an FYI, it's okay to break them with a wrench. I wanted to do this on camera today because I wanted to get this all set up and ready to roll. So I'm thinking we're gonna want the blue steel cable going like this, and we're probably gonna want what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking we're going to want our low voltage battery buffer to be like this. Put all our batteries back in. As you can see, I made a bunch of them off camera. Did a little bit of mining too, all that kind of good stuff. And then what I'm thinking we probably want is, I might need a few more of these blue steel doohickeys. Yay for blue steel though. And then we will want steam turbines times 4. That should be cool. And that'll save us a bit by way of that, right? And then in addition, right, we can get rid of these now. And we can get rid of all this. And then we can get these guys taken care of like that. How does that sound? Pretty cool-ish? Cool-ish, hopefully-ish. Maybe I want, you know what, also that reminds me, hold on. For making the wonky wobblers, these pipes will do a good basic job of moving items from point A to B. They have some quirks though that may challenge your automation. Good starter pipes, not the best. Configurator, hooray. And laying pipe, I got some enriched alloy, which means I can make one more set of advanced pipes. Perfect. And I've got the machines to make more advanced alloys, so I'm not sweating the fact that I just did them. And the configurator, I want to say, will be chargeable in here. No, of course not. Why would it be? So we're going to say I can shift right click you, discharging mode available. Also not, okay, cool. So you don't want to charge in there. That's awesome. That's what I say. Grumpy, dire sounds. Grumpy, dire sounds. And also, let's not forget to like connect up our other, because that would be pretty derpy of me to forget that. Grumpy, dire sounds. Why you no charge, configurator? So, heat, empty, rotate, wrench. Hey, guess what? It works even without power. So, meh, I say to you. To do magnets. Kind of like my water being there for like easily accessible water, but we'll see. Definitely a little bit bigger and uglier pipe-wise, but you know, it is what it is, right? And now I can get more machines placed here, and obviously this is all relatively temporary, right? As we expand into Greg Tech machines and as we advance through the tech tree, we're going to have an opportunity for more and more growth in terms of spacing, right? So here's your fluid extractor. Here's your basic assembly machine. Yeah, that should be fine. Cool. Fluid extractor, assembly machine. All powered up and ready to rock. Beautiful. I kind of like having this as like a little escape hatch, but how cool is that? All right, nifty, right? Nifty? Yeah, nifty. So not terrible. Nice, nice, and nice, right? So we've got the steam macerator here, which has been pulverizing some lead for us, because I did that mining between episodes. I also got some stibnite, so that I could get antimony, so I can get soldering things. Then you make the lead ingots, and everybody's happy. So yeah, that's wanted to kind of bring this all to a close here, right? So these are most of the LV machines that I think I need at this point. Have I handed in all my quests for LV machines. I think I did. Main progression tab. So macerator, bender, forge hammer, and alloy smelter, and basic compressor. I have all those, but Steam versions of them, right? Except for the bender. We haven't needed a bender too badly yet. So at some point I might make the LV version of those, but I like the Steam versions because what I've been told is the LV versions aren't that much better than the Steam versions. So might as well just stick with the Steam versions and upgrade when we get to MV tier. No reason to waste my time making machines that are not that much better. And if I can just run them off Steam, and since they're already well automated and can be tick accelerated, works for me, right? Like let's work on more interesting and fun things as opposed to much of anything else. Sweet. So I've got the basic assembly machine. I'm going to stick that guy in there because I remember that made it. There were like a couple, that program circuit thing, which you can like, I think you literally just right click it to set the configuration. That will determine what type of crafting we might be doing. So if there's two recipes that are similar, you would use this thing to differentiate between the two of them. Is the gist of how that works. Cool. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited because I would like to see how feasible is it at this point? How feasible is it at this point to consider logistics pipes? Are we at a point where we can start doing some logistics? Because if we can do logistics pipes, we can work towards automation, and that will make the advancement through the tech tree that much easier, right? A lot of this crafting is manual and painful, and I would love to get away from that. So if I can automate that with logistics pipes, that would be cool. I don't know if we can do logistics pipes yet. So there's a quest line about logic, I believe, and there's also some magic progression that we're going to want to do at some point. Supply chain management, that might be where we go for logistics pipes startups. A logistics nightmare. Logistics. Sweet. I like it. There's not a lot of quests for logistics pipes, it looks like, but I think it's just like a little indication, like, hey, how's it going? That's cool. Why does Nether Star come after Emmy Glass Cable? I suspect that doesn't look too bad, but like also, I got to imagine like applied energistics is a little bit tricky, right? As I recall, the applied controller is like a stupid, crazy recipe, right? Yeah, pretty stupid, pretty crazy, lots of stuff. We'll be fine. We'll get to that in the future. Logistics pipes is where I believe I want to start now. So we've got good LV power production. We're not even close, right? I think we mapped out that we can have 13 of these basic steam turbines, and we have 4. And that should suffice for the time being. I might bump up my voltage battery buffer here and get this to the 16x, but we'll see. And we've got plenty of this going on. Having let this run, we can see that we have lots of coal coke backstuffed here, indicating that we're doing just fine on coal coke production. In addition, we've got the steel drum here chilling and doing a good job. Very happy about that. And, you know, it's empty, which is kind of a bummer. It means that we're not producing creosote that quickly, but the creosote that we are producing is doing a good job of helping, you know, mitigate our coal coke production and usage. So I think the combination of creosote plus coal coke is leading to this large bronze boiler having a net gain on coal coke. And we're also net gain on wood, and we're pretty much breaking it even on charcoal. This is about as much charcoal as we've had this whole time. So I want to say that it's probably the case that charcoal turns into coal coke half as fast. So like we're producing charcoal twice as fast as coal coke. And as a result, because we're doing 2 coal cokes, right, it means that it's 1-to-1 and we're just perfectly breaking even on charcoal. What will eventually happen after a very long period of time is this will back stuff, and then this will back stuff, and then these will back stuff, and then this will back stuff. And that's the end of the story, right? And then this will start voiding. But he's already net gaining because this is more wood than we had earlier, right? So good times. Long story short, our LV age we're really stable in. There might be a few more things to make, but I think we're pretty good. So let's look at logistics pipes and see what's involved, right? So we know that per the quest here, we're going to need a logistics nightmare. Oh, look at the rewards you get for this. You get all unrouted and basic and all this awesome stuff. CEU LV converts GregTech EU to Forge Energy. Well, that's a nice reward. That's a beautiful reward. Logistics nightmare. I like the part where they called it a nightmare. I don't know what the logistics block frame is. I legitimately have no idea what that is. Is it just a crafting component or is it used for something? This is like, I haven't used logistics pipes in a long time. So I don't know how much, if of anything has changed. I remember like the foundational components of it. Most of that looks like it's here, but there definitely seems to be some things I don't recognize. I'm looking forward to trying it out. And I like the idea of like the RF power provider and the EU power provider and all that stuff. So this doesn't look too bad. So what we're going to want, we have one of those circuit parts, so I'm not worried about that. There's no fluid required here. We do need a logistics block frame, which is going to need some red alloy foil and an LV machine casing. We know how to make that. And then we're going to need a redstone reception coil. Looks like stupid easy, and we can make it in about 5 seconds. So logistics nightmare, let's do it. Let's do it for reals, right? So that was 2 of those. So we're going to want 2 of those and 4 redstone, which I got a bunch of over here somewheres. Hey, give me that. And then we also wanted those red alloy file dudes, right? Red alloy foils. Now that might have been... That's in a metal bender. So that's one of the machines we haven't made just yet. So let me add metal bender here. We're going to need 2 pistons and 2 motors. So we've got 1 piston, which is going to need a motor, and 2 motors. Let me make this other piston crafting off camera for boringness. There we go. Piston times 2. And now I just need my circuits, my wrench. I thought I had a wrench. Did I use up all of my wrench? My wrench may be completely used up. I think I was pretty low on remaining wrench usage. Yeah, I think I used the whole wrench. Anyway, more off camera crafting. All right, metal bending time. Let's go, Toph. We can do it. I nicknamed this machine Toph, and if you don't get that joke, then you should probably immediately go watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's an amazing TV show. Metal bending, we are going to get red alloy foil, and you need a program circuit of configuration 4. So did that quest give me another program circuit, or do I have to use one of my circuits? It gave me some red alloy plates, which is nice, but no. Now, in that previous series I did, this just crafted directly into a program circuit, and that is the case. So we just make this program circuit 4, and then we stick you into the bending machine. Hooray. And then we needed, for this guy, we need 2 of these, right? So that should be cool. Nice. Easy peasy. And then for this thing, it was an alloy smelter, an LV machine casing, and 2 of them. So an alloy smelter is where we go. So we need an LV machine casing, which was just the steel parts of this, right? And then we alloy smelter you. I would love it if I could mouse wheel into those machines, but I can't. GregTech machines are not friends of being mouse wheeled. Come on. Dire has places to be. And I know I said no crafting off camera, but this is a new style of crafting, right? And then the assembler is the 2 redstone reception coils. And a circuit. And that's it. Yep. And this particular crafting doesn't need a program circuit, so it's okay. We do that, and he goes together and builds us logistics pipes. Cool. Logistics power junction. Quest completed, a logistics nightmare. Yes, please. And then all this nonsense can go back into this chest. Lots and lots of organization has to happen by the Dire, but my hope is that we can logistics pipes this whole thing up, and that would be super cool, right? So as a result of doing that, we get lots and lots of components, which I love. Yay for all the things. Pipe manager from logistics pipes. I'm not familiar with this guy. Is there like a in-game tooltippy thingy? Not really. Pipe controller from logistics pipes. Oh, hello. Max distance for new render. Okay, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with what they do, so we'll hang on to them for a minute. But we've got basic logistics pipes, unrouted logistics pipes, logistics power junction. That is cool beans right there. And then what other logistic-y type things? So the book recommends that we get into logistics program compiler. To get started, you'll need a programmer, a disk, and a program stick to flash the program onto. From there, begin researching your chassis upgrades, module, and item upgrades can be chiseled to swap between them. Well, that's a good tip. And hey, look, there's a logistics pipe guide that comes from this quest. So let's these 3 things. So that guy doesn't look terrible. What's this basic chip? It's a smelted version of a raw basic chip, which is a vacuum tube and 2 fine alloy wires, which we can wire mill one of these dudes. Okay, cool. That would be you. That would be wire mill U, and that should be groovy. Okay, off-camera crafting, we're gonna make this, and that, which is this a little bit of diamond involved here. And this thing, FPGA, needs fine gold wire and a basic, okay, and an alloy smelter. Got it. A little bit off-camera crafting, and we'll be back. Lickety split. Logistics program controller, yay! Ooh, I got a logistics pipe guide just from crafting that. Well, that's cool, because I'm going to get another one for the quest complete in a minute. I think I just need a gold nugget for this thing. No valid program data. You need to flash a program before you can use this for crafting. Okay, if you say so. So just a few points here. We do need blank modules that look really easy. It's just plastic and red alloy foil. You get 2 of them per, so that's kind of cool. I suspect we're going to want a lot of those because I suspect those turn into all these things eventually, right? All these modules, which it did say chisel item sync module to make most of this stuff. So which one's chisel item sync module? Ooh, you get 8. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is not a hard thing to make either. The advanced chips is just a diamond and raw basic chips times 2. I made 1 raw basic chip, so I need another one of these. So that would be 2 more of you and 1 of these. And then we're going to need some diamonds. I'm just kind of showing you guys like what's involved in the crafting here. I think the gist of this series thus far has been like, I will do the crafting off camera once you guys have seen it once or twice, so you know what's involved, right? So like, you know what's up, and like kind of get a gist of like what the crafting is involved in. I also really like the liquid starlight for the autoclave thing. It makes it so much faster. Like, check this bad boy out. Booyah. It's like a few seconds. I think it's 5 seconds to craft it, and it's like a guaranteed diamond. So super win right there. And then it was the advanced chip. The advanced chip is 2 of those and 1 of those. Sweet. Super cool. Diamonds are easy now. So 1 of those basic circuits and 2 gold makes the FPGA, which we have to smelt, but we'll get 2 of them. Just as a note, right? 2 gold wires like that, wire coil thingies. And I'm just making the basics. We're probably going to want a lot of these once we get deeper into logistics pipes, but it works, right? I'm using the seared furnace here sometimes just because I don't feel like running outside and using the furnace out there. I should move that one into here and replace this, to be honest with you, because I think they both do the same thing, basically, right? They both smelt any smeltable materials. So I should really just move it inside, but, you know. At some point, I think as we get into logistics pipes, we'll really start reorganizing things, because then it'll be less manual running around and more cool. So logistics programmer, that's cool. So now we've got logistics program compiler. We get more basic logistics pipes and another logistics pipes guide, which, do I have 2 of these now? Not really. I thought I did, but okay, cool. So there's a logistics pipes guide. All right, seems useful and important, and I should probably start reading. Because as much as I know logistics pipes from having played with it in the past, I also don't know this logistics pipes. So, yeah, let's see. The quick start got longer than I anticipated, but I hope you got a good overview on how to start with this brand new LP version. While you're at it, you can also check out the new high-speed tubes, but most importantly, have fun. High-speed tubes, you say? Ooh, high-speed tubes. That's cool. Anyway, what quick start? I missed, oh, we're at page 10 of 10. Cool. It's been a long time. How have you been? First off, thanks for playing Logistics Pipes. A lot of changes have been made since the last release of LP in Minecraft 1.7.10, which is about the last time Dyer played with it. So yeah, I'm with you. We'll try to explain some of these in this book. Read the next pages if you'd like to know them. I'm going to read this to you guys. I hope you already have your logistics power junction, we do, set up, and crafted your first basic logistics pipes. Yup. If not, go for it. Well, technically I didn't craft them, but I got them as a quest reward, so I have them. You might have recognized that all other types of pipes and modules now need something called a logistics programmer. I didn't, but thanks for telling me. The logistics programmer is an item that won't be used up in any crafting recipes, but you need to set it up first. That is to be done with a logistics program compiler. I know, it sounds complicated, but it really isn't. Craft both of these and a logistics disk. So logistics disk, logistics program compiler, and logistics programmer, right? So logistics programmer, compiler, and disk. Got it. Yep, got all those. Now you place the logistics program compiler. Let's try that again without the phone call. Now you place the logistics program compiler, further, just compiler, next to a logistics basic pipe that is, by other pipes or directly, connected to the power junction because the compiler needs power, and we'll take that from the LP network. Okay, let's do that. So let's figure out this logistics power junction here, right? So we're going to pop this dude. For now, we're just going to put it out here, right? And somebody please tell me that this connects. No. But there was the CEU to LV thingy, right? Which is probably a good hint. Okay. And I don't know if we have any, let's see. Mechanism has universal cables, right? Advanced universal cables don't have a crafting recipe. I don't see any basic universal cables. I see basic mechanical, pressurized, logistical, and thermodynamics. Ha 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 ha, you got rid of universal cables. Very sneaky, pack author. Very sneaky, I say to you. That said, I think we've got a couple, and we have redstone conduits, not... All right, so how about leadstone flux ducts? Those are a thing that are technically craftable. So if I really wanted to do that, I could, but I think I should be able to just do this, and we should be groovy? That's the compiler, hang on. Power junction. Yeah, look at that, RF buildup. Sweet. 1 EU equals 2 LP, so you're probably draining a healthy amount of power out of these, or maybe out of these guys. I mean, we're actually doing a really good job of keeping up, so not a problem. You're going to build up a large internal buffer, but it's doing so slow enough that I don't think it's a problem. So I'm going to call that cool. And then we should be able to have, let's see. Oh, that's neat. Look at that. They have like a, that's interesting. I don't know that that's necessary unless there's some functionality that I'm not familiar with. Oh, hello. Oh, holding click is not good. Oh my goodness. Holding right click is like a bad idea though. That is weirdness. Okie dokie then. It's cool. I'm just like, I'm questioning how necessary that is. But it also looks cool, so I'm not going to complain, right? So just out of curiosity, if I have unrouted pipes, ugh, that happens way too often, and I'm not comfortable with it. Logistics program controller? No. But basic logistics pipe, and then we're cool, and you should be powered now across this. And obviously this is a huge waste of, I'm just learning, right? I'm just playing and figuring this out, but hopefully that's clear on how all that works, right? Back to reading the book to you. Connect to the power junction because the compiler needs power, and we'll take that from the LP network. The compiler can be used to research new tiers, pipes, modules, and upgrades. Insert the logistics disk in the top left. Then you are able to unlock different tiers. Let's start with basic. Researching takes some time, so relax and get some coffee. Oh, does it? Does it take some time? Dyer conveniently places his mouse cover or something. Disk. Disk. Basic. Unlock. Processing. Are you now? Processing. How's my power situation? Draining, but that's okay. Oh, look at you being all particle effecty. Who needs coffee when you have tick accelerators? Sweet. Look at that. All right. So I did it. I did it. After unlocking a tier, you should be able to see the different pipe, module, or upgrade names on the right. You can now compile each of these, which takes a shorter amount of time. Compiling makes these programs flashable onto the logistics programmer. So like, let's do supplier, crafting byproduct, crafting cleanup, disconnection upgrade, fluid crafting upgrade, fuzzy upgrade. That's cool. Sneaky upgrade. Let's start with provider logistics pipes. If I compile that guy, compiling, and I see that there's a slot up there for doing things. flashable onto the logistics programmer. To flash a program, simply insert the logistics programmer into the top right slot and flash one of those programs onto the programmer. Afterwards, you can use this programmer in the crafting of that item. Module programs can be found within the chassis tiers. So I guess we do this and flash it. And then when it's done, pipe program loaded, provider logistics pipe. Okie dokie then. That's not so terrible. And then we can compile more, and we can just like hit that every now and then. Okay, that's neat. You might be asking where the Mark II and Mark III pipes are and modules are. They are gone, but you can recreate their effects by adding upgrades to your pipes and modules. Those upgrades are named action speed, item extraction, or item stack extraction. We'll want to remember that kind of ish. To upgrade your modules, you need an upgrade for your chassis pipe called the module upgrade. After applying it to your chassis pipe, new slots appear to the right of every inserted module. That's where the upgrades for the modules go. The quick start got longer than I anticipated, but I hope you got a good overview of how to start with this brand new LP while you're at it. Also check out our high-speed modules, more support and have fun. So this is just a quick start guide. We are done with it now. We've read all there is to read. We may, in fact, be reading it again at some point in the future because those last 3 pages didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and I think they will once we progress through the mod a little bit. But yeah, long story short, okay, I got it. Seems relatively straightforward. We might want a few more of these basic logistics pipes, but they look really easy to make. And unrouted pipes, we get 8 at a time for a few steel rods and some red alloy cabling and glass tubes. Overall, logistics pipes are relatively cheap so far, so I'm excited about that, right? Very much excited about that. And then I guess we just keep compiling more logistics pipes doohickeys. And if we really wanted to, is there any reason I can't just do this? Right? We can just compile all the basic stuff, and then we'll get to tier 1s and tier 2s and chassis. I don't know why we want to have to compile all this. It just seems like needless clicking to me. That is my feedback. I kind of get it, but tick accelerating makes it like, okay, cool. And otherwise it's just a time sink, right? Like we click the button and now we wait. There's no real reason for that, but whatevs. I'm okay with it. We got plenty of power. We are not struggling for power whatsoever. The logistics power junction is doing a good job. It's filling up a huge internal buffer, which we might be wasting power right now, but if we're being completely honest with ourselves, we have basically unlimited power at this point. We don't have unlimited RF or EU per tick, but we have unlimited RF, because this is literally just running just fine, right? So, cool. I don't know if this is where this is going to live forever. It probably will get moved, and if I remember correctly, unless that changed in 1.12, we will lose the stored energy in the buffer. But again, because we're not, choking out our power by building up that buffer, I'm not going to worry about it. Cool? Cool. So just to knock out the quest, because it gives us stuff, and then we can get logistics request table, which I super want, because that will be a big part of doing what we want to do, right? Logistics request tables are pretty stinking cool, as I remember. But let's do this, because in order to get to this quest, we have to finish this one, right? So we're going to do an extractor module and a logistics chassis module. So an extractor module is a chiseled version of an item sync module, which is 2 blank modules. We're going to need another one of these, so that's plastic and red foil. Plastics are easy. I don't know if I've been making these off camera. Have I shown you guys this on camera? It's literally just resin up here, and you get the little dots, and then you smelt them. So like super easy. And then we need some fine electrum wire, advanced, and some graphite plates, which I think we can pull off. Right? So let's do the thing. I should really bring the free furnace inside. So graphite plates. Let's see, I've got impure graphite dust. I know I did something with graphite. Let's figure out how to make those plates, just so y'alls know. So graphite plates would be mold plate or metal bender. Ooh, metal bender does 1-to-1 on plates. That's cool. That's cool. That's better than the 3-to-2 that we had before. Metal bender 1-to-1 on plates. But graphite ingots come from smelting impure pile graphite dust. Perfect. Perfect. Whee! Wow, graphite takes a long time to smelt, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, it does. Now, these guys were those red dudes. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll do all 3. Why not? Y'all cook that up. Hey, there's graphite. And now, if I wanted graphite plates, talk to me about what number needs to be in that metal bender. Configuration 0. I think configuration 0 means doesn't matter. So what happens if I put that in there by itself? No, it doesn't work. This is the metal bender, right? Yes. Now we're cooking. Let's just get 4 of these plates. Alright, not too shabby. So blank modules, right? So if we want this guy, we're going to get 8 of these at a tick, right? But we need a fine electrum, which is just gold and silver. Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. We have silver somewhere. Do we not have silver processed? I know I found some because it's I think with lead. So let me just stick you guys in here. Maybe I should just process all my silver at this point. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. We'll just get a quickie bit of silver going. We're going to get low on lava soon. Yeah, I know. It's a hassle, the lava. And then gold and silver. Electrum. Wire mill. See, tick accelerating these things do not go well. They really don't. Tick accelerating these machines is not a good idea. So Greg machines are not great at being tick accelerated. At least with the way, yeah, no. Just not a good idea all around, basically. Yeah, we have to wait for the tick acceleration bit to wear off, and then it'll come back to life. Probably wasting energy right now, too. Not that I care so much about that, but, like, yeah, that's probably a thing that's happening. I was thinking, like, with the stuff we have in place, it wouldn't be that bad. What about 1 tick accelerate? 1 seems to be okay. 2, not good. Okay. So then we just need the advanced chip, which we have 1 of. So, and then was there a... There was not, so it doesn't matter. So basic assembly machine would be you with the advanced chip, with this, and the graphite plates, which are in here. Sweet. Our first item sync module. And we actually get, like, a lot of them. So, like, this is not crafting grind, which I love, right? Like, you get 8 of these, and then you can chisel them into every other type of module. How cool is that? I really like that. Like, I super like that. Super duper, right? And then we want extractor module, and it's quest complete. That is cool. All right, now for logistics chassis module, right, it's going to be, we want a programmer pipe program loaded logistics chassis Mark 1. We might need to research that. So let's go over here. Chassis, unlock, tick accelerate, power drain. Not worried about it, though, because we have a lot buffered. Right? And then it's crafting, and it's logistics chassis Mark 1. Compile it. Right? And then flash it. And then we've got a logistics chassis power Mark 1 ready to be crafted. Not sure that I love that mechanic. Because it's like every time I want to craft something, I have to go flash the logistics programmer and use it for crafting purposes. Not horrible, not great, not terrible. That's where I'm going to put it. So FPGAs, that was the circuit and fine gold wire thing, right? So I'm going to need more integrated circuits at some point. We'll craft those off camera soon. Or if I'm really lucky, I can just say, like, hey, wasn't that right? Alloy smelter, that, and fine gold wire. Oh, that's fine electrum wire, that's why. They look similar. Right? But soon, we can auto-craft those, and that will be life better for dire time. I wonder if they're cheaper now that I have, like, the... Like, that's how you make... Oh, I can't make them in an assembler? That's pretty womp-womp. That's pretty sadness. I don't know why I keep smelting things in here. We don't have enough lava for that. Anyway, I'm going to make the rest off camera. It shouldn't be much. Those are the 2 of those, and then the basic chip. We actually already have a basic chip. We do. Oh, well, hey, we're ready to make this thing then. And that's cool. Once this is done smelting, of course. Do. Hooray! Quest complete. So talk to me about you, sir. How do I... Logistics programmer? Nope. Pipe controller? Oh, look at that. Logistics passive. Upgrade, security page. Neat. Pipe manager? Oh, I guess that's how you get into the slots there. I mean, it is kind of cool how it breaks. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I don't know. We'll see. I'll decide how much I like that in the future. Anyway, quest complete, which means we get ourselves a couple more item sync modules. Thank you, sir. And now it's a simple request, right? I'm going to craft this one for sure off camera. Be right back. You know what? Let's do this one between episodes. So I'm going to wrap up here. Next episode we'll come back. I will have made this, and then we're going to play with the logistics request table, and hopefully my theory is correct about how this whole thing works. And then it's a matter of logistics pipes time. So we're going to use logistics pipes to do all the automation for early game stuff, right? So if, like, my goal is within a couple episodes from now, I should be able to request a complex item and have it automatically crafted, and items going and flowing around the logistics pipes and have like a whole logistics pipes network. That's going to be my major focus for the next few episodes, which I hope excites you guys, because it's been a long time since I've gotten to play with logistics pipes, and I'm really excited to do it. So for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.